Pleased to be joined by Mark Ein, who's the co-owner and chairman of World Team Tennis, also the owner of the very successful Washington Kastles. A lot of buzz about the draft here yesterday. Talk to us about some of the big players that are going to be playing in this 43rd season.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. It was a great day. Lots of great legends coming back. Venus Williams, the Bryan brothers, Jack Sock, Sloane Stephens, and then some new up-and-comers. Frances Tiafoe's coming back to play for us, and Amanda Anisimova is coming and playing for Philly. So it's a great mix of some of the all-time greats and some of the new up-and-coming players.
We have a graphic here of some of the players and who's going where. You and Coach Murphy Jensen have the Bryan brothers back. You have Venus back. Obviously, you mentioned Frances Tiafoe, who's a Maryland native. Nice to have him back in his hometown. And tell me how you used the UTR, Mark, to help you make your draft picks.
I did. You know, every year when you do this, you obviously have the ranking as one metric, but then you also go and you look at a whole bunch of other factors of momentum in the season and head-to-heads and all kinds of stuff. And this year we said, well, let's just look at UTR as a way to sort of consolidate that. And so we ended up with the #1 UTR men's singles and #1 UTR men's doubles, even though on the doubles side he was not the highest ranked player. But we looked at it and had an intuition that he was actually the best player for us, and then we went to the UTR and we made the pick.
You're a new media tech titan. It only makes sense that you would use those metrics.
WTT Moneyball.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it was, no, it was helpful. We used it across the board because it's very hard sometimes. Players' other rankings are close, and you really do try to get as much information as you can. And it was a helpful tool for us, and I think for other teams as well.
A talking point in tennis is how busy the schedules are, and yet every July it seems like players want to play World Team Tennis. In an individual sport, that team aspect is so inviting. Yeah,
I mean, you know, as you know, Tracy, tennis players are by themselves for almost their whole lives and for 11 months of the year. Here's one chance to be part of a team. You know, other than the Davis Cup and Fed Cup experience, this is your one chance. And people, it's really special. So, you know, Frances Tiafoe played for us last year, and he says this was the best week of his season, to be able to be on a team, have other people around him, play in front of hometown fans, and then also put yourself in these really pressure situations. Right. That's one of the things. First of all, you're playing for more than yourself. You're playing for others, and so that adds a whole amount of pressure. The fans are way more engaged than in a typical match because they're rooting for the home team and against the away team. And then the format itself, with no ad scoring, every game counts, cumulative game scores, means that every point matters.
And you kind of have a theory about this, and you've shared it with me over the last couple of years, that players who play World Team Tennis in July end up having really good second halves to the season. And there are a number of examples of guys who've outplayed their level in the second half. And you say it's because when you face a pressure moment every night, and when your teammates are beholden to you and vice versa, you get match tough.
So I have been in the league 10 years, and I have seen this every one of the 10 years. And the best example of it is Sloane Stephens last year. She played Wimbledon, hadn't played at all, really came and played World Team Tennis. And then I think something good happened a couple months later.
In New York, yeah.
But I really do think, and I think that's one of the reasons that Amanda Anisimova wanted to play in the league, because for her, it's a great way to be put in that pressure situation, 14 nights in 3 weeks. I think it'll be great for her, just as it's been great early in their careers for Victoria Azarenka, Maria Sharapova, Carolyn Wozniacki, who all played at roughly that age. And I think their coaches and agents understand the benefit that can have.
So let's talk about Billie Jean King. She was the co-founder of World Team Tennis, and now you've taken ownership over. You're such good friends. Where do you want to see Team Tennis go?
Yeah, so at the core of the product is unbelievable. If you go to a match and you feel the excitement that the players feel and the fans feel, and then even on TV, it comes across in a way that's a different product for tennis, and we think has a really broad appeal. It's just to take it to more places, take it to more cities and more places across the United States, expand our media footprint, and just take this really wonderful product and bring it to more people.
Your coach, Murphy Jensen, has been a charismatic guy. He's really done some neat things in the last couple of years, admitting his struggles with substance abuse and helping other people in that regard. It's nice to see Murphy take that turn.
I love Murphy. He's such an incredibly warm-hearted person. And, you know, I think if you ask Murphy, he'd even say the experience of leading a team as a coach over and over again was something that maybe awakened some skills he didn't realize he had inside himself. And that a lot of what he's doing now, being a business leader with WeConnect, he said over and over again, a lot of what he learned and realized he had inside him came from his experiences being a coach of our team. And I'm just so thrilled for him, and I know he's going to make a huge impact.
You know, WeConnect is an app that Murphy and some partners are developing to help other people with substance abuse. get through that battle. Mark, thanks for all you do to support the sport. We look forward to another season of World Team Tennis this summer on Tennis Channel.
Thank you, guys. Great to be with you.
Mark.